In the next few hours, thousands of people are expected to convene here in Cleveland for a demonstration of peace and unity. Participants will meet on the city's historic Hope Memorial Bridge and join hands in silence for 30 minutes. A solemn response to recent police shootings of African-American men and the killing of 5 police officers in Dallas. Ohio has often been at the center of the national debate on policing, with high-profile cases like the 2012 deaths of Timothy Russell and Melissa Williams, who were both unarmed when police fired 137 shots into their car during a high-speed chase. John Crawford, who was killed by police in 2014 while holding a BB gun at a Walmart in Ohio, an open carry state. And Tamir Rice, the 12-year-old shot by police while playing with a pellet gun in a Cleveland park in 2014. I spoke with Tamir's mother, Samaria Rice, this week, and I asked her about her family, the election, and the GOP convention coming to her hometown. Samaria Rice, thank you so much for being here. It's been a year and a half, I'm sure a very difficult year and a half for you and your family. Tell me, first of all, how you and your daughter are doing.
Well, me and Tajay are doing okay. It's always a struggle to deal with a situation like this because we suffer from having anxiety and severe anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and up and down with weight loss and stuff like that. So it's always a struggle.
And what goes through your mind, given what happened, with you, with Tamir, when you see these protests over Philando Castile, over Alton Sterling, what goes through your mind?
I'm wondering what is wrong with Ohio and Cleveland because I live here. And I don't know what's wrong with the people up here. Seems like, they're not woke or something.
Your son, Tamir, was the youngest of at least the known victims of police shootings in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that the Black Lives Matter movement has accomplished concrete goals? Have they achieved anything? I mean, we did see the district attorney here, Tim McGinty, did lose his reelection. You have a new Cuyahoga County prosecutor. Do you feel that Black Lives Matter has achieved real goals since Tamir's death?
I appreciate Black Lives Matter for, stepping up to do the things that they did for Tamir. I just appreciate them for stepping up and showing me what unity could look like.
You have yourself become, a public speaker and an activist on this issue. You spoke on May 4th at Kent State at the May 4th commemoration of the anniversary of not just the Kent State massacre, but also the Jackson State shooting in which local police and state police opened fire on that predominantly black college. What message, when you speak at these events and groups, what message are you hoping to convey to people?
Definitely unity, and that my white privileged Americans need to stand up with us. This is affecting all of us, not just sit back and just look at us like they're not part of the problem. Just to have some unity and some change across this nation.
We're here on the eve of the Republican National Convention, so politics are on a lot of people's minds. On the Democratic side, you sat down with Hillary Clinton. You were among the mothers who've lost children to both gun violence in their communities and police-involved violence. What did you feel you got out of that meeting, if anything?
I felt that she did hear us and she understand where we was coming from, but we need not for you to just understand, we need some action behind that.
The President of the United States has had to speak numerous times about deaths of young black people and young black men, young black boys like your son. Give him a grade. How is the President doing on making progress on changing this environment in which families like you have to suffer this kind of tragedy?
President Barack Obama, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're able to sleep at night and just sleep and wake up and see that another murder has happened on behalf of the government and nobody is getting any justice. at the Department of Justice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did some things, but that's fine. We're talking about lives being safe. So I don't even know what category to put him in. It's just I'm very disappointed with him. I'm very disappointed with him.
Your governor, Governor Kasich, he's not weighed in tremendously on these issues of police-involved violence, but what would you tell the governor if he were here right now?
That I'm very disappointed in him. He has not addressed not one of these police murders in the state of Ohio. He claimed to have a civil rights platform. We haven't heard nothing about it. A task force program, we haven't heard nothing about it. I'm just truly disappointed with these public officials in the state of Ohio.
And Republicans are coming here to Cleveland, to this city where not only your son was killed, but not far from here, John Crawford III, the other cases that you talked about. Have you heard, or has been outreach from the Republican candidate for president? And if you did get that outreach, what would you want to hear?
I don't really feel a need to endorse any of these presidents these candidates at this point. None of them is really talking about what needs to be talked about in America. At this point, I feel sad for America. I do. I really do. But if anybody, it would probably be Hillary, because she's a woman, and hopefully she can understand being a mom. Hopefully Donald Trump don't be the president. Lord Jesus, please don't let him be the president, because it's all going up in flames. I'm telling you, it's going to go up in flames right before their eyes.
And are you worried about violence at the Cleveland Convention?
I am. I heard that they was allowing people to carry their guns. I mean, this is an open carry state, but you going to allow them to carry their guns in the convention? That's a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster. But I won't be a part of none of the activities or festivities. I won't be nowhere around.
Samaria Rice, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.